Minister of State for External Affairs V Muraleedharan has targeted in Medinipur, Bengal, mob attacks convoy with stones and sticks. Here's some big news coming in. The Minister of State for External Affairs V Muraleedharan has been targeted in Medinipur, Bengal. The mob there attacks the convoy with stones and sticks. Remember, West Bengal is now under fire over violence reported right after the poll results. In fact, the Home Ministry has also now sought a report from the governor on the kind of violence that took place. And here's another report of the Minister of State for External Affairs, V Muraleedharan's convoy being attacked. Let me cut across to Pallavi Saha joining us. More details. Pallavi, take us through what's happened there.
Well, what we know, Nabila, at the moment is that he was in Medinipur, which is West Medinipur, specifically in Bengal. He is here on a two-day visit. He was here in Kolkata yesterday, and as per the party's instructions, he was to visit the district of Medinipur, West Medinipur specifically, and meet with party workers who have basically complaints over post-poll violence, speak to them in order to report back to the National Party headquarters. So he had been deputed by the party to do that kind of field work today. He was traveling through West Medinipur when his vehicle came under attack. If you look at the video, he's sitting inside the vehicle itself, and instructions are being given to the driver to immediately drive away as fast as possible from the site itself. We do know that he's a sitting union minister, so he does have a security. There is a pilot vehicle, he has security, but despite that, for such an incident to occur, obviously is something which is quite unfortunate and which will require some investigation.
Right. Pallavi, here we're looking at the Home Ministry now that stepped in, asked the governor for a detailed report on the violence that's ensued in Bengal post the polls. What more do we know as to the report that the governor has to now gather?
Right. The MHA, as you know, has already sent a fact-finding team to West Bengal. It has now sought a report from the governor as well about these incidents which are being reported from various parts of the state. It's not just one party, of course, that has complained. The BJP, of course, has been complaining that their party workers are coming under attack and their houses, their shops, establishments, their party offices are being ransacked. There's arson, there's loot that's happening, and of course political killings as well, charges that are being made. But the TMC has made similar charges as well. Even the left front has made charges as well. So these are some very disturbing reports which have been coming in. The TMC, of course, is alleging that much of what the BJP is in fact alleging is fake, is propaganda, is not real, and this is something that they're going to clamp down on, that there is a lot of fake news and misinformation which is being spread by the Bharatiya Janata Party now in the midst of all of this political blame game, which continues even after the results have been out. The Ministry of Home Affairs has also report from the governor and also sent a fact-finding team on the ground to report back to the Home Minister and the Ministry of Home Affairs.
Right. Pallavi, thank you very much for joining us. In fact, we do know that the violence that's now ensuing there in West Bengal, it seems like there's no control over the situation. The TMC government has responded saying that this is a fake narrative built by the BJP. A lot of old videos and footage has been, or fake news that's been put out and dispatched by the BJP only to build a narrative that makes the TMC government look bad, or trying to tarnish the TMC government itself. These are the allegations that's coming in from the TMC, but have they really done anything about the killings on ground? We are seeing one after the other deaths being reported.
The law and order situation, like the Chief Minister was speaking yesterday, she says now comes under her purview. She said for the past 3 months when the elections were happening in the state of West Bengal, and the MCC, of course, was enforced on the ground a month ahead of elections. She said that she did not have charge of law and order, so she was not responsible for, of course, anything that was happening on the ground. But she, of course, has taken charge yesterday, and she says that she will, of course, she made an appeal to maintain calm on the ground, and, of course, has said that she will look into these incidents which are being reported. Of course, she too made the allegation that much of it is old videos, old photos, which are being circulated by the Bharatiya Janata Party. But the Bharatiya Janata Party, when it was asked this question yesterday, BJP President JP Nadda said, I challenge the Trinamool to prove which of these photographs or videos are fake, and it is then for us to introspect if they can tell us which video or photograph is fake. So clearly these allegations are being made back and forth, but currently, of course, the law and order situation is something which comes under the purview of the Chief Minister. Remember, a day before she was sworn in, she did call for a meeting at her residence with the DGP of the state, Kolkata Commissioner of Police, the Chief Secretary and the Home Secretary to seek reports from them about these incidents of post-poll violence, which were in fact reported from across the state by various political parties. Like I said, the BJP of course says that it has lost close to 15 of its political workers to incidents of political killings. But, of course, the TMC also says that it has lost its workers. And like I said, even the left front has made similar allegations. It has, of course, said that the TMC is responsible. The left front is alleging that the TMC is responsible for these incidents of violence, but also saying that the BJP is trying to use the situation on the ground and give it a communal narrative, a divisive narrative, in order to spark tensions on the ground and create a sense of unrest on the ground in West Bengal.
Paulami, thank you very much for joining us with those details. On that note, I'm going to slip into a short break and be right back with news and updates on the other side. Do stay tuned.